Indian Patent Office, and hence item number 9.2 is not applicable. Now comes to 9.3. 9.3 is about all the details of डिक्लेरेशन बाय द एप्लीकेंट. जो कुछ भी हमने अभी तक पैरा 1 to 9 में जो भी डिस्क्लोज किया है, पेटेंट ऑफ एडिशन, पेटेंट ऑफ डिविजनल एप्लीकेशन, या फिर कन्वेंशन कंट्री, या फिर जो भी हम लोग इन द केसेस ऑफ माइक्रोबियल sources, all the details are whatever is the applicable, each student has to tick mark the appropriate cases. Whatever we have discussed previously, all these things are described in a particular manner over here, 9.3. Now comes to part number 10. Following are the attachments with the application. It means whenever you are filing a patent application, along with your application you are also sending other requirements or other forms. So what are the enclosures or attachments of your patent application that you have to mention over here? First is a provisional application or complete specification. So this will be our provisional application, and hence one is applicable. Whatever the applicable, tick mark yes. Whatever not applicable, tick mark as a cross sign, right? And now comes to part number 2, complete specification. In case of foreigners, so whenever the foreigners are filing a patent application into India, they have to file a complete full detailed application. So this is applicable for the foreigners who are filing a patent into India. So item number 2 is not applicable for our PDE exercise. The third is drawings. Drawing means आपके प्रोजेक्ट में जो कोई भी ड्राइंग है, फ्लो डायग्राम या फिर स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम या फिर कोई पार्ट्स, वो सारे ड्राइंग्स आपको यहाँ पर पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन के साथ वो अटैच करने रहते हैं. सो वेदर फॉर योर प्रोजेक्ट फॉर विच यू आर मेकिंग अ पेटेंट ड्राफ्टिंग एक्सरसाइज, उसके लिए अगर आपने कोई ड्राइंग एप्लीकेबल किया है, अटैच कर रहे हो, तो इन दैट केसेस यू हैव टू टिक मार्क यस और एल्स क्रॉस साइन नो. देन कम्स टू द प्रायोरिटी डॉक्यूमेंट. प्रायोरिटी डॉक्यूमेंट इज़ एप्लीकेबल फॉर द फॉरेनर्स जिन्होंने सबसे पहला एप्लीकेशन हम उनकी होमलैंड कंट्री में फ़ाइल किया होगा, तो उसका प्रायोरिटी जब वो लोग इंडिया में फ़ाइल करते हैं तो उसका प्रायोरिटी डॉक्यूमेंट उसके साथ उनको अटैच करना रहता है. सो फॉर दैट केसेस प्रायोरिटी डॉक्यूमेंट इज़ टू बी अटैच्ड. नेक्स्ट इज़ द ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ प्रायोरिटी डॉक्यूमेंट और स्पेसिफिकेशन. अकॉर्डिंग टू द पेटेंट रूल्स, anyone can file a patent application in any languages. It means suppose you have developed a very good invention, and if you want a patent protection for your such an invention, you can make for a patent application for such invention in any languages, either in Gujarati, Hindi or English or any other language. The condition is that according to the patent office is processing in India. Patent office proceeds the patent applications which are either in Hindi or the English. So it means if you have made a patent application in Gujarati, Marathi or any other non-Hindi or English language, along with your such application you have to give a certified translation copy, right? In foreign countries we have seen that they are filing a patent application in Korean or Japanese, German or French languages, right? So whenever such inventor comes to the India for the patent protection of same invention, along with their application they have to compile a translation document. So at that time this item number E will be applicable. For our PD exercise it is not applicable and hence cross signed. Then comes to the statement and undertaking on form number 3. Form number 3 is a basic priority or basic requirement for provisional patent filing, and we are also going to discuss it with this exercise. So form 3 is applicable, tick mark yes. Power of authority. So power of authority means suppose for your invention you are appointing any patent agent or the professional to proceed for your invention to any patent office or any country. So you are by power of authority you are assigning your rights, you are appointing as your representative to deal with patent office. at that time with your application the power of authority letter is also to be attached, but for our exercise this is not required. Then comes to declaration of inventorship on form number 5. So declaration of inventorship, it means जो भी इन्वेंटर है वो डिक्लेयर करता है कि यस दिस इन्वेंशन इज ओरिजिनल ऑफ माइन और आवर ग्रुप एंड वी आर द ट्रू एंड द फर्स्ट इन्वेंटर. फॉर प्रोविजनल पेटेंट फाइलिंग the form number 5 declaration of inventorship is not required, and for this our PD exercise it is also not required, so cross signed. Now comes to sequence listing in electronic form. Sequence listing is applicable for the biotechnological inventions wherein the new forms of the microbes or the vegetables or plants is developed by some kind of genetic modifications. So in such cases the sequence listing of their DNA or DNA and RNA pattern is to be attached with the patent application also. So in such cases the sequence listing, if your invention is related to biotechnological field and it is also comprises the sequence listing details, in such cases it is applicable, otherwise it is not applicable. Item number J is if you are attaching also the other documents which supports to your patent application, in that cases you have to mention it under item number J. Now the fees, whatever the fees you are paying to the patent office, उसका डिटेल आपको यहाँ पर नीचे रखना रहता है. The amount of fees you are paying by the way of cash, DD or check, and the details of the bank by which you are making the payment, and the date, and at the last signature and the name. So यहाँ पर जो भी एप्लीकेंट रहेगा, द नेम ऑफ द एप्लीकेंट, जितने भी एप्लीकेंट है उनको साइन करना है along with the name. Suppose you, if for your application you have 5 applicants, so this to be signed, this form to be signed by all the 5 applicants. And here the name to the controller of patents, patent office at Mumbai, right? We have discussed earlier that in India we have 4 patent offices in 4 metro cities, Bombay, Delhi, Kolkata and Chennai, and all the 4 offices has a divided territorial jurisdiction, and so Gujarat is under the Gujarat comes under the patent office Mumbai. So any invention which is developed by the Gujarati people or Gujarat institutes, the application for such invention is to be given to the patent office Mumbai. So this is about the form number 1. It comprises all the details, basic details of the who are the inventor, who are the applicant, title of the invention, the list of the attachments, and the declaration by the inventor and the applicant. This is form number 1, and this you have to design according to your existing for the semester 8 project. Now comes to form number 2. Form number 2 is called the provisional and the complete specification. Here again you have to mention the title of the invention, the title of your project in the same manner. Then comes to the applicants, the detail of the applicant with their name, nationality and address. So फॉर्म नंबर 1 में आपने जो भी एप्लीकेंट का डिटेल दिया है, जितने भी एप्लीकेंट है उनका नाम यहाँ पर फिर से रिपीट करना है, all the applicants name. Then comes to the preamble to the description. So here form number 2 is for provisional and complete. So आप जो भी एप्लीकेशन फाइल करते हो, either it could be a provisional or applicant, accordingly उसके हिसाब से आपको preamble लिखना रहता है. Provisional means provisional is the main purpose of provisional application is to secure priority for your invention, right? So and for PD exercise we are also trying students to learn about the provisional patent filing procedure, right? So for our PD exercise we will just ask about the preamble to the description provisional. It describes the meaning of provisional. The following specification describes the invention. It means this provisional specification just briefly describes your idea about the invention. What are you going to protect? description of your invention, that is provisional, and the complete. Whenever within a period of 12 months you finishes your project, your invention, and filing a complete specification, at that time again you need to file a form number 2 again with the title of complete specification, and here you have to mention that the following specification particularly describe the invention and the manner in which it is to be performed. So according to the Patent Act and rule, whatever you have developed, you have to describe your invention in a full manner. What are the components of your invention, what are the role of each component, how the process will be forwarded, and how each and every step of your invention you have to describe under the complete specification. So whenever you are filing a complete specification, at that time you have to specify it as a complete specification, otherwise as a provisional specification. For our PD exercise we will mention provisional specification. So up to this part number 1, 2 and 3, this will be the first page of form number 2. All the details of the further details will be started from the next page. The item number 4, description. So form number 1 is just about the basic biodata or the bibliographic of your invention and your details. आपके इन्वेंशन का जो भी टेक्निकल डिटेल्स है वो सारा फॉर्म नंबर 2 में रहेगा, टेक्निकल डिटेल्स. सो इट विल बी द पार्ट ऑफ द डिस्क्रिप्शन. डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको वो सारा डिटेल, आपके प्रोजेक्ट का डिटेल देना है. एंड द डिस्क्रिप्शन पार्ट विल बी स्टार्टेड, सेल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट पेज, न्यू पेज. That is and I will discuss you what are the components of the description. With that, whenever you are filing a complete specification, along with the description you also need to mention the claims. Claims are the boundary of your invention. It defines the boundary of your protection. Whatever the new items you have developed are to be mentioned under the claim part. But for provisional patent filing, claims are as such not required. Along with that, date and signature, जो भी एप्लीकेंट रहते हैं वो सारे लोग एक बार फॉर्म ड्राफ्ट हो जाता है, उसके बाद एट द एंड सब कंप्लीशन के बाद वो लोग सभी एप्लीकेंट साइन करते हैं with their name, and at the end to the next or newer page they also have to mention the brief abstract of their invention. जो भी कंटेंट रहता है आपकी, द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ योर इन्वेंशन could be dependent on your kind of the invention, whatever you have developed. The description could be a 10 pages, 20 pages, 50 pages or the 100 pages. It all depends upon your kind of the invention. So regardless of the size of your description, you have to compile the basic abstract data of your invention under the abstract within a word limit of 150 words. So it will describe completely about your invention. So that is abstract. Now we will discuss about the description. What could be mentioned under the description part? Description. So description is divided under these various parts. The first is about the field of the application. Field of the application means you have to describe your invention or project is associated with which area in a 1 paragraph limit. फील्ड, वो किस फील्ड्स के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है वो आपको एक पैराग्राफ में बताना है अंडर द फील्ड ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन एरिया में. देन कम्स टू द प्रायर आर्ट एंड बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द इन्वेंशन. हियर वेन एवर यू गोज फॉर एनी प्रोजेक्ट you have to give the aim of your project. It means why you are going for that project. You have to make a justification. It means for patent, similarly for patent you have to give the you have to make a justification that before your this invention or this innovation, what are the technologies already available, what are the drawbacks with all such available technologies. With referencing you have to give all the data. It means prior art and background. मतलब ये इन्वेंशन के पहले क्या क्या अवेलेबल था और वो सब जो अवेलेबल था उसके क्या क्या ड्रॉबैक्स थे, वो सारी चीज़ें आपको यहाँ पर विथ रेफरेंस यहाँ पर मेंशन करना है अंडर पार्ट 2. prior art and background of the invention. Here you can also quote the references of some patents which you have found under the PSAR part. These are the patents already available with respect to our project area, and these patents are describing this invention, but this invention has this type of the drawbacks which we will try to overcome by our project or this invention. These things you have to mention under part 2. Next part is summary of the invention. Summary means it's a extended part of the abstract, right? Abstract is just limited to 150 words, but summary is it is also summary could be a half page or 1.5 page, but it will briefly describe you from the starting point, field of invention, background of your invention, what are the things available, their drawbacks, the objective of your invention, and what are the added advantages. All the things are you have to compile and give under the part of summary of the invention part. Then next part is the objective of the invention. Here you have to specifically point wise manner you have to mention what are the specific objectives of your project or invention. आपके प्रोजेक्ट में क्या क्या खूबियाँ है, क्या क्या नई चीज़ें, वो आपको पॉइंट वाइज मैनर में डिस्क्राइब करना है अंडर द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द इन्वेंशन. नाउ कम्स टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज द ड्राइंग्स. ड्राइंग्स फॉर योर पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन. आपका जो भी प्रोजेक्ट रहता है उसके एसोसिएटेड जो भी ड्राइंग्स है वो आपको ड्राइंग्स आपको व्हेन एवर यू आर फाइलिंग अ पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन वो सारे ड्राइंग्स आपको इन अ स्केच फॉर्मेट आपको पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन के साथ अटैच करने रहते हैं. अकॉर्डिंग टू द पेटेंट रूल्स जब भी पेटेंट का जो भी फॉर्मेट रहता है, जब व्हेन एवर यू आर डिस्क्राइबिंग योर इन्वेंशन उसके डिस्क्रिप्शन में कोई भी ड्राइंग्स नहीं होता है. ड्राइंग्स आर टू बी अटैच एज अ सेपरेट शीट्स, and according to the patent rules there is a provision that there is a format, there is a provision of only one drawing per page. मतलब कि एक ड्राइंग एक पेज पर ही विथ द टॉप राइट कॉर्नर एज अ ड्राइंग नंबर्स, ड्राइंग 1 of 1, 2 of 2 और जैसे लाइकवाइज. ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड टॉप कॉर्नर यू हैव टू मेंशन द नेम ऑफ द एप्लीकेंट. जितने भी एप्लीकेंट्स रहते हैं उनका नाम आपको एप्लीकेंट यू हैव टू मेंशन ऑन द लेफ्ट टॉप कॉर्नर ऑफ द ड्राइंग. एट द बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर again the applicant name and their signature, and one drawing per page according to the